It is a coherent system. Second one is it's a coherent system. First one is decimal system, understood. Next one is coherent system. Coherent system. Coherent system means the SI system actually contains 7 fundamentals, 7 fundamental units, right? Yeah, by multiplying units, we can obtain multiplying units of different quantities. We can obtain the unit of other quantities. That is what is called a coherent system, right? For example, force is equal to mass into acceleration. There is no other numerical quantities are involved in the multiplication. Only units multiply, units of fundamentals multiply, and you will get the unit of other derived quantities. Units of some fundamental quantities when multiplied, then you will get the unit of some other derived quantities. Understand? No other numerical quantities are involved in that. Understand? For example, I am going to tell you force is equal to force, the unit of force we have, right? Unit of force is equal to the unit of mass and the unit of acceleration. Unit of mass is kg and acceleration is meter per second square. Meter per second square. So the fundamental units of a certain quantity multiplied, right? This is the unit of mass and this is unit of acceleration, gravity, multiplied, you are getting the unit of force. That is why this is called a coherent system. In this calculation, there is no involvement of any numerical quantities. Simply some fundamental the units of some other quantities multiplied, you will get the unit of some other quantities, right? So, for example, this is the unit of mass and this is unit of acceleration. Multiply together and you are getting force. There is no other numerical quantities involved in this calculation. That is why it is called a coherent system, right? So that's also important thing. The third point is that it is a rational system of units because it assigns only one unit of, to a particular physical quantity. What is the physical quantity? Everybody knows. Physical quantity is something that can be measured. So what's the third advantage of SA system? So SA system is a rational system of units. Rational system of unit means for every form of any form of a physical quantity, there will be only one unit. For example, heat energy is there, then light energy is there, electric energy is there, right? All these quantities, irrespective of the variety or difference in the quantities, but the unit will be same. Heat energy is energy only. Mechanical energy also energy only. Light energy also energy only. Electric energy also energy only. All energies will have the same unit. For example, mechanical energy is measured using a unit called, right? Heat energy also in SI system can be measured using the same unit in joule, right? Even electric energy also can be measured using the same unit joule. That is why it is called a rational system, right? A particular physical quantity, right? Whether it is heat energy or mechanical energy or electric energy or magnetic energy or light energy, any form of energy that can be measured using a single unit, what is called joule. That is why SI system is also called as a rational system. This is an absolute system. Absolute system means there is no gravitational unit. Gravitational unit is not there. For example, in the case of gravitational unit in the MK system, gravitational unit MK system of force is measured as kg weight or kg force. This is the unit of force in the that means the gravitational unit of force. Certain quantities have two kinds of units, the gravitational unit and the absolute unit. So for example, force has gravitational unit also. Gravitational unit in the MK system, gravitational unit is kg weight, right? 1 kg weight is equal to G Newton. It is G Newton. It is G Newton. G means acceleration due to gravity, right? But in SI system, there is only Newton. There is no kg weight system is not there, right? Therefore, the involvement of G will not be there in the measurement using SI system. This quantity G is always avoided. There is no gravitational unit in this system. Only absolute unit only is possible in this system. So these are the advantages of SI system that is already given in your book, in your notes. You can follow the notes also, right? Now, some important practical units that you have to remember. What all things necessary I am teaching you here, right? Yeah. But everything you have to remember, that is your duty. Some important practical units is first is length. One unit what we have to come across is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit is a very big unit. This is the average distance between the center of the sun and the center of the earth. Right? Astronomy is a very big unit. It means astronomical unit is used for measuring astronomical distance. So this is denoted by AU. AU, astronomical unit. One astronomical unit is equal to 1.496. 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter. So it is a very big unit, right? So astronomical distances to measure, we can use this, and this unit is called astronomical unit. One astronomical unit is equal to 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter, or approximately this is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. So this is a point you have to keep in your minds. Another unit is light year. Light year. Light year. Light year is symbolized by small l and small y. One light year unit, the distance traveled by light in 1 year. What is the velocity of light? Velocity of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That means 1 second light travels 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters. Right? In 1 year, how many seconds are there? That many seconds when multiplied with the distance traveled by light in 1 year, we will, 1 second, we will get the distance traveled by light in 1 year. So what we have to do is, first of all, convert 1 year into seconds. Then you will multiply that quantity with the distance traveled by light in 1 second. 1 year is 365 days. 365 days into every 1 day has 24 hours. 24 hours. And every 24 hours are 60 minutes. And every 60 minutes are 60 seconds. This many seconds are there in 1 year. 365. Sorry, 12 months also there. Sorry. 365 days. 365 days means 12 months. Right? Yeah, 365 days. You right? 365 days. Every day is 24 hours. Okay. Every day is 24 hours, right? And every day has every 1 hour has 60 minutes into 60. This much seconds are there in a year. 365 days in a year. Every day has 24 hours. Every hour has 60 minutes. Every minute has 60 seconds. This many seconds are there in a year, right? Then what is the distance traveled by light in 1 second? That is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the distance traveled by light. This is a basic physical quantity. This value you must always remember. Velocity of light, velocity of the SI system is standard internal system is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. 1 second to this much distance will travel. This much seconds, how many distance will travel? This is what is called light year. And when we calculate this, you will get 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 raised to 15 meter. This is a very big unit. Most of the astronomical distances are measured using this unit only. This is light year, right? Another unit to measure long distance is parsec. Another, this is third one is what? Parsec. Parsec. How is it read? Parsec. One parsec unit is equal to 3.084 into 10 raised to 16 meter. So these are usually used units of long distance to measure long distances. One is astronomical unit, other is light year. What is light year? If anybody asks, you can speak. Light year is the distance traveled by light in 1 year, right? In 1 second, the distance traveled is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Therefore, this many seconds, you had to convert 1 year into 1 year into seconds, and that is multiplied with the distance traveled by light in 1 second. You will get the one light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 raised to 15 meter. Other one is parsec. Parsec is equal to 3.084 to 10 raised to 16 meter. Right? So it can be proved that one light year is equal to all these things you will find in the notes also, because that is why I'm sending notes also. Only very, very important points are discussed. Right? It can prove that one light year is equal to 1 Ly is equal to 6.3 into 10 raised to 4 AU. So it can be proved, these values can be related like this. That means astronomical unit and light year unit can be related like this. One light year unit is equal to 6.3 into 10 raised to 4 astronomical unit. And one parsec is equal to 1 parsec